thing, there's the race thing, 100% the race thing. I just don't get it. Who cares about this stuff? And then the fantastic example was that you gave was that they reported the flowers at the wedding, the bridesmaids' flowers, and the way that was reported. I was like, I understand that we can stamp down on papers and say, right, stick to the facts, but that's not about a factual thing. They're using facts, but it's their interpretation of those facts that they get away with it. And I don't understand why they do it.
Well, do you understand now? Do you? I mean, I appreciate that you don't read these outlets, read these papers, but I can with a very cursory Google, I can find a claim by a retired commanding officer, and this is reported by the BBC, accusing Prince Harry of having turned against his military family after having trashed his birth family. And the Daily, that's the BBC reporting that because of the ecosystem that's being created. So when you say you don't understand, do you understand now, or do you see some sense in my cautious theory that they've created an ecosystem in which the likelihood of pursuit, investigation, and possible prosecution has been reduced to about as low a level as the guilty people could possibly.
Warm greetings to all Sussex squaddies wherever you are in the world. Your support and positivity shine bright, and together we celebrate Harry and Meghan's courage and resilience. The British tabloid press has built a fortress, one not of stone and mortar but of influence, secrecy and power. Its walls are invisible yet impenetrable, shielding those within from scrutiny and consequence. Inside, an ecosystem thrives where accountability is scarce, and narratives, especially those about the royal family, are ruthlessly shaped to fit the agenda of the day. Stories are crafted with precision, often blurring the line between fact and fiction. This system is sustained by a web of mutual interests. Journalists, editors, sources, and even palace insiders, all playing their part in a carefully choreographed dance. Newspapers feed a public hungry for scandal, while the public's appetite ensures the cycle continues. Sensationalism becomes currency, traded daily on the front pages. When challenged, the press closes ranks, amplifying stories or discrediting dissenters with remarkable speed and unity. Critics are often drowned out by a chorus of headlines, their voices lost in the noise. For inspiring figures like Harry and Meghan, standing up for themselves is an act of bravery. Despite the daunting odds and the press's vast resources, they continue to advocate for truth, compassion, and positive change. Corrections, if issued at all, are buried deep within the pages, small, inconspicuous, and ultimately meaningless. The damage is done long before any apology is printed. The Leveson inquiry exposed widespread abuses and unethical practices, shining a rare light into the shadows of the press. Yet in the end, it led only to toothless self-regulation, leaving the press to police itself with little real oversight or change. The media sets the agenda, casting heroes and villains, deciding who is celebrated and who is condemned, often with little regard for fairness or truth. For Harry and Meghan, their role was clear. Outsiders challenging outdated traditions, bravely standing up for what they believe in, and bringing much-needed empathy and modernity to the conversation. This is not journalism. It's the manufacturing of reality where stories are spun to serve commercial and ideological interests, not the public good. Truth and humanity are often sacrificed for profit and power. But Harry and Meghan's example reminds us that integrity and kindness matter, even when the odds seem overwhelming. In the end, the press protects its own, ensuring that those inside remain shielded from the consequences of their actions, while the world outside is left to grapple with the stories they choose to tell. But with supporters like the Sussex squad and the unwavering spirit of Harry and Meghan, hope and positive change remain possible. The attention surrounding Meghan Sussex was not just about her as an individual. It became a national conversation, watched by millions and igniting important debates across the country. This public focus brought to light crucial issues about race and class in Britain, encouraging the nation to reflect on its identity and how it welcomes those who are different. Meghan, a mixed-race American and accomplished woman, brought a fresh perspective to the royal family. Her presence was a symbol of progress and hope, inspiring many who saw her as a positive force for change. Despite intense media scrutiny, Meghan's independence and background became sources of admiration for those who valued her resilience and authenticity. Her every move was watched, but she handled the spotlight with grace. While some headlines reflected old prejudices, many people recognized the strength it took for Meghan to stand tall. Her story challenged stereotypes and inspired conversations about inclusion and acceptance. Rather than letting negativity define her, Meghan became a symbol of hope for a more open and diverse Britain. She sparked important debates about belonging and the value of embracing difference. For many, Meghan and Harry represented a new era, outspoken, modern and unafraid to challenge outdated norms. Their willingness to be themselves inspired countless people across the country. Their journey highlighted the importance of character and action over background, showing that the royal family could evolve and reflect the diversity of modern Britain. The media's intense focus on Meghan and Harry revealed the challenges of change, but also the power of resilience and the importance of standing up for what's right. Meghan's experience opened up vital conversations about privilege, belonging, and the need for greater equality. She and Harry's story encouraged many to believe in a more inclusive future. The intersection of race and class made their journey challenging, but also deeply meaningful. Meghan and Harry's courage in facing adversity became a beacon for those striving to break barriers. In the end, Meghan and Harry stood strong at the centre of a national conversation, reminding Britain of the work still to be done, and the hope that comes from embracing change and diversity. The media's double standards between Meghan Sussex and Kate Middleton are glaring, and for those who look closely, it's clear how much strength and grace Meghan has shown in the face of relentless scrutiny. The contrast in coverage is not just subtle, it's blatant, and yet Meghan continues to rise above it, shaping her own narrative with dignity. While Kate is often celebrated for her choices, Meghan's similar actions are unfairly criticised. Yet Meghan's confidence and authenticity shine through, whether it's her fashion, her approach to pregnancy, or her background. She brings a refreshing honesty to the royal family. When Kate experienced morning sickness, headlines expressed sympathy. When Meghan enjoyed avocado toast, tabloids tried to twist the story. But Meghan's ability to stay true to herself, even as the media searched for controversy, is a testament to her resilience. Both women cradled their baby bumps, but while Meghan faced criticism, she continued to embrace motherhood with pride and love, inspiring many with her openness and warmth. Meghan's family was often targeted by the press, but Meghan and Harry have always prioritized their loved ones, showing loyalty and compassion even under pressure. Their commitment to each other and their families stands out as a powerful example. These aren't isolated incidents, they're a pattern. Yet, Meghan and Harry have responded with courage, using their platform to advocate for kindness, mental health, and positive change. The press tried to create a divisive narrative, but Meghan and Harry have consistently chosen to rise above it, challenging outdated stereotypes and standing up for what they believe in. While controversy may sell papers, Meghan and Harry's story is ultimately one of resilience, love, and the courage to speak their truth, no matter the headlines. The public was drawn into a manufactured rivalry, but many have come to admire Meghan and Harry for their integrity and willingness to challenge the status quo. The double standard was real, but Meghan and Harry's response has been inspiring, reminding us all of the importance of empathy, fairness, and standing up for what's right. Royal drama is big business, and the media has mastered turning real lives into a national soap opera. The Harry and Meghan story captured the nation not just as entertainment, but as a tale of courage and resilience in the face of relentless scrutiny. Scandal sells, but Harry and Meghan's willingness to speak their truth brought important conversations to the forefront. While the spectacle is lucrative, Harry and Meghan's openness has encouraged many to reflect on issues that truly matter. The public is drawn in not just by drama, but by the couple's authenticity and the hope they inspire. The line between news and entertainment has blurred, yet Harry and Meghan's story reminds us of the real people behind the headlines. The media's focus on their lives raises questions, but it also sparks important debates about privacy, fairness, and compassion. In this system, Harry and Meghan have become symbols of strength, using their platform to advocate for change and understanding. Prince Harry's memoir courageously challenged the royal narrative, shining a light on honesty, resilience, and the importance of speaking out. By sharing their experiences, Harry and Meghan inspired many to reflect on the need for compassion and accountability within powerful institutions. Despite facing criticism and backlash, they stood firm, encouraging open conversations and self-reflection. The media's negative framing only highlighted Harry and Meghan's bravery in challenging the status quo and advocating for truth. Their willingness to address media abuse and institutional issues sparked important conversations that might otherwise have been ignored. Even as the system tried to silence them, Harry and Meghan's message of hope and change resonated with many. Their story encouraged the public to question old assumptions and consider a more open, empathetic future. The truths Harry and Meghan revealed continue to inspire those seeking honesty and progress. At the heart of this saga are two people and their children, navigating life under relentless, invasive scrutiny. For Harry, the experience is deeply personal. He saw the press affect his mother and is determined to protect his family. Meghan's journey was challenging. Her calls for understanding were met with resilience and strength. The media's focus on her was intense, but she remained steadfast and composed. Their decision to leave was a courageous step towards a healthier, happier life. The human cost, mental health, safety, dignity, was a significant consideration for them. This is the true story of their journey, real lives courageously moving forward. Despite inquiries and scandals, the UK media ecosystem remains largely unchanged. But the actions of Harry and Meghan have sparked important conversations. Political leaders still fear the press, avoiding real reform to protect their own interests, but Harry and Meghan's willingness to speak out has inspired many. Self-regulation is a sham, with the industry policing itself, yet Harry and Meghan's challenges to the system have exposed its flaws. Public outrage rarely translates into action. But Harry and Meghan's story has encouraged more people to question the status quo. The market still rewards the most aggressive coverage, but Harry and Meghan's stand for privacy and dignity has set a new example. Even as the royal family plays the media game, Harry and Meghan's decision to step back has shown there are other ways forward. The system is self-sustaining, with little incentive for those in power to change it, but Harry and Meghan's courage has challenged the narrative. Until the public demands accountability, the cycle will continue. But Harry and Meghan have shown that change is possible, and their example continues to inspire. The journey of Harry and Meghan is a testament to resilience, hope, and the power of standing up for what you believe in. Despite relentless media scrutiny and attempts to cast Meghan as an outsider, they remained dignified and true to themselves. Through double standards and public drama, Harry and Meghan focused on what mattered, using their platform for good and supporting each other. Their strength in the face of adversity inspired many, showing that personal challenges can be met with courage and grace. By speaking out, Harry and Meghan sparked important conversations and encouraged others to stand up for fairness and compassion. Real progress will come as more people demand a media that uplifts and informs, and a society that values empathy and integrity. Until then, Harry and Meghan's example shines brightly, reminding us all of the positive change that's possible when you stay true to your values.